Sure, we're coming at you with our first impressions on the Puma All-Pro Nitro. This is a sick model. Let's go. Welcome back to our channel. As you can see, we got an all-new Puma shoe today, the Puma All-Pro Nitro. Got the All-Pro on the inside, got the All-Pro on the outside, Nitro on the inside. Really slick looking model. Puma stays putting out heat, so I'm not surprised about that, but this is like a really sick looking design. One of my favorite parts about this colorway, first off, this is Scoot Henderson's like special color scheme. So you got his 00 numbers there, but I love the like checkerboard design. You start to get in the back half around the heel. Such a cool setup, but Puma stays making slick shoes. Puma just stays making slick shoes. So like the title says, or like the model name kind of says, it's the All-Pro Nitro. So we've played in the Puma Clyde All-Pro before. We've also played in like the Puma Nitro, Fusion Nitro, stuff like that. This seems to be some type of combination of the two, I would have to imagine. But they seem to be really cool. But before we talk any more about the model, I'll bring you back in here. Chase, what kind of merch we rocking today? Baller! Oh, we got Miguel on the mic. What kind of, yeah, we got Miguel on the mic. Good call. Look at that.
And the T.
He came in for the save. Way to pick me up. They're always making me look better. So guys, back to the shoe. This Puma Clyde, this Puma All-Pro Nitro, not Clyde. This is like, they're starting to make the model names a little bit too long in my opinion, but Puma has been making a ton of just amazing basketball shoes. The design has always been kind of similar. Like we just reviewed the Puma Chaos Slash, like just different stuff like that. Puma makes a lot of similar looking basketball shoes. I thought they did an okay job of switching this up. Like the design looks like it's gonna be pretty fresh. It feels like it's gonna be a sick model though, but we can't tell that till we get on the court. Let's do it. Before we continue, I want to take a quick second to shout out our new sponsor for this video, Vita Energy. They've got gum and they've got mints. We specifically got the mints in this video, 40 milligrams of caffeine, all in this one mint. I'll pop one in right now. I'll let you know how it is at the end.
Perfect. Boom.
All right, so now back to the shoe review. First, what are we thinking about the Puma All-Pro Nitro?
I really like these, bro.
Man, these are clean. The colorway, and man, what was your favorite part about them? I know what you like.
Those laces.
The laces and the lace swap. Bro. They got blue laces, but they come with the red lace swap too, just in case. So it's just like a really nice looking model. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Puma, I said it before, like whenever it comes to like their design for basketball shoes, a lot of them tend to look the same besides like LaMelo Ball. Like LaMelo Ball shoes, they turn it off into like a flame. The appearance on these though, they did something a little bit different. It almost looks like styrofoam on the side. I'm a huge fan of this model just for like the appearance alone. But for how they feel, which is why we're out here and actually like performing in them, the cushion is an immediate positive. Like it's such a soft shoe. It actually tells you on the model like what they're using. You can tell, or on the outside, it just tells you the model name. But on the inside, Nitro cushioning, that is what's used in LaMelo's line, and it plays very similar. It's so similar. It's not quite maybe as padded. It's maybe not quite as padded, but this is gonna be a really, really comfortable shoe to hoop in. That's one of my favorite things. So now we'll move, brick and everything right now. So now we'll move on to like the support, talk about that a little bit. It's a low top shoe, so I mean, you got what you got there, but as far as like the heel slip and stuff, Puma does a great job. Like they haven't had a model in a while that they've really, geez, we're missing layups too, that they've really struggled with. But traction is once again gonna be the highlight of this shoe. I mean,
squeaky, very squeaky.
Can't even hear the review if I do too much moving around. So like on any of these like step backs, you can tell like it's just not moving. It's not gonna move. Give me one make. So I mean, overall, this shoe feels really solid. It's balanced. It's not gonna be bouncy, but I mean, feels like it's gonna be lightweight. Like them. That's gonna wrap up our first impressions on the Puma All-Pro Nitro, right? All-Pro Nitro in this Scoot Henderson colorway. Gosh, such a nice model. But real quick, I do wanna take a second to throw one more shout out to Vita Energy. Sending us the gum and some mints. Really great products. They got some nice flavors. We checked out the chocolate mint, really good. But if you wanna check these out, just go to www.goviter.com/shoewear. It's gonna get you 10% off. I'd recommend it. 40 milligrams of caffeine, major benefits here. But back to the shoe, I mean, like I said, this is a really sick model. The sizing on these, I know we forgot to cover it, but it's gonna run, even just looking at it, it's gonna run a little bit narrow. Not too bad, but at the same time, you don't have a ton of room left over. It's like a little less than a half a thumb's width. You might be able to get away with like going a half size up if you prefer more room to play in. But I mean, the overall for my first impressions on these, I mean, I feel like I was giving them pretty high praise. This is close to LaMelo's shoe. And that's like the top of the top for me to play in. There's no weaknesses on that. I'm not quite sure what I can pick out on these yet. It feels like a really solid model. But I mean, that's gonna wrap up our first impressions on this video. If you guys wanna see the full breakdown, you can just come back, check that out in a week or two. But until next time, peace.